WNBF Sports Director Gabe McDonald here. We're sitting down and going one-on-one with Jeffrey Gunter of Coastal Carolina. Jeff, appreciate you taking the time. And, you finished your career here in Conway, last December getting the bowl win. And, now you're going through the draft process. Just take us through these past few months and the things that you've learned and everything that you've gone through leading up to the draft.
It's been like football heaven. Just going through a lot of stuff that I've been through, like the Combine, Pro Day. I used to be a kid watching all of this stuff. And just being able to be a part of it has just been like a dream come true for me.
And then, you being able to go to the Combine and everything, man, being around all the scouts and GMs and coaches and just all the other prospects too, that was, I'm sure it had to be quite the experience, just what did you really learn during that process and some of your main takeaways from that?
First off, I've never been more nervous than that week. Like the week of the Combine was like, everybody you talk to had like your future in their hands, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think more than anything, I gained a lot of confidence from that week because I showed myself and I think I showed the world that like I can play with these boys. I'm just as athletic, if not more athletic than a lot of them. So it was really big mentally for me that I got to do that.
And you coming, to Coastal here in 2017, obviously a little bit undersized and, not heavily recruited, man. Just first your journey here, coming from Durham, just take us through your childhood, man, and just give us a little bit of background of yourself.
I don't think little undersized is the word. I was heavily undersized. Like I looked like a receiver walking around here back then. But just coming in with that chip on my shoulder, just knowing like not a lot of other people gave me an opportunity, and Coastal being really the only school to give me a scholarship that was D1. I think all that stuff played a huge role into just how hard I worked, and I picked up some of the traits that I carry on to my game right now, and just having that chip on my shoulder at all times it just means the world to me and gives me an extra edge in my game.
And you mentioned being heavily undersized. Obviously, to get here, to get to the size now, just what did you really go through when you first got here? Because obviously, you're in the college weight room and you got, the cafeteria and everything. I know you've kind of gone viral for your meals that you ate, your breakfast that you had every morning. Just, how did you really put on weight and kind of take us through your freshman year and you getting adjusted to the college game?
Freshman year, the only thing on my mind was gaining weight. So I would literally do my homework at Hicks. So Hicks is our cafeteria. So I would be in there from if I didn't have class, I was at Hicks. And I'd get a plate from each station. And we got like maybe 3-4 stations in there, and I get a plate from each. And I just sit there and eat all day. And slowly but surely, the weight started putting on. And by the time the season rolled around, I was about 250 pounds. I started off at 200. And, it's just my grind, you know what I'm saying? I really wanted this more than anything. And I think that's a big testament to it as well. Like, if I'm willing to put on 50 pounds for this, imagine what else I'm willing to do, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was huge, just, putting that weight on for me.
And you mentioned that grind and strong work ethic. Just where does that stem from?
My mother. I used to watch her come home. She used to work the night shift at the hospital because she's a nurse. So she worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. She'd get home around 6:30, and she'd take me to school, cook me breakfast, all that stuff. So how am I going to say I'm tired when I just watch my mother do that, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, just seeing that every day, it pushed me to go to another level.
And then obviously you left for a little bit, to go to NC State for a year, and obviously a lot going on with your family as well. Just, take us through that year, because you had to sit out, so you weren't playing, so that was probably your first time not playing football, probably ever, since you played, since you started playing, and obviously, a rough time for your family too. Just, take us through that time and, some of the main things you learned about yourself, during that transitional period.
I just think, for one thing, I grew a lot closer with my family. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but my mother was going through a divorce at the time, which is my main reasoning as to why I wanted to go back home to NC State. NC State is like 7 minutes from my house. And, just being there and being able to take care of the kids when she needed me to, and, things of that nature really brought me close to my mom, and that's why we're so tight today. But I just think it taught me like just how much I love football, and because I didn't get the Saturday night lights that year. I didn't get to play on Saturdays or in the bowl games or anything like that. But I was still enjoying myself. So it really taught me that, this is really what I want to do in my life, and I'm meant to do something special. And I thank that year a lot because it made me the player I am today.
And then you were able to fortunately come back here, and obviously kind of a bit of a process to get back. You having to get your waiver and everything. But when you finally got that news, I know it had to be a lot of joy for you.
I remember I was in the living room with my best friends at the time, Isaac and Xavier. We got the news, and it was like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders, bro. Coach Chabot put it in a group chat, and from that point on, it was like I'm playing. I get to go out there and put the pads on, and it was like a fairy tale. Like, that entire year in itself was like a dream, and I'm just glad I got to be a part of it.
And you've mentioned time and time again, this is like your family here. You didn't really have a big one growing up, but you get here to Conway and you've really, your family's grown. Just to be back here with your brothers and to have that special season, man, I know that had to be quite a time for you.
Yeah. I say it all the time. Like when I'm 58, I'm gonna be calling these boys. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm old and gray, I'm still gonna be hitting up CJ, Teron, Silas, Teddy, all them boys. You know what I'm saying? Asking how they doing. And like you said, this is my family now. I didn't have a big one when I was growing up. It was really just me, my grandmother, and my siblings, and my mom too. But you know, just a small amount of people in my corner. And now I feel like I got a whole army behind me. And I'm just thankful for everybody's support and love, and I appreciate everybody for everything.
When you look up and see that picture right there, you know, just what goes through your mind? I know, you know, just that has to be something that you probably dreamed of.
I came a long way from watching NFL Network. I just remember being a kid, just wanting the opportunity to go ball, and you know what I'm saying, now my face is on one of the best college football programs in the country, and it's amazing just what not giving up will do for you, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was growing up, I was always the bottom of the totem pole. I had to fight, scrap claw for everything I ever gotten. And just, you know what I'm saying, seeing my face on the side of the wall like that, bro, it's like a feeling I can't even describe. It's like all my work is paying off, you know what I'm saying?
And then too, you know, just, you know, you mentioned CJ and Teron, and, you know, just mention y'all's relationship because, you know, y'all in 2020, y'all were, you know, a force to be reckoned with on the D-line. I mean, just, you know, and that bond is still strong today. Just take us through that and just how close you guys are.
Oh, those are my big brothers. Like, those are like, if I'm sad, I'll call them. If I need, you know, help with my waves or something like that, I'll call them. It's just like, them boys are like my everything, you know what I'm saying? And I can't thank them enough because they taught me how to play D-line. I only played 1 year D-line in high school, so they really taught me how to do what I do today. And there would be no Jeff without CJ and Teron, you know what I'm saying? So I thank them for everything they've ever done for me because they helped me out a lot.
And, you know, just coming back here for pro day and everything and being able to work out and stuff, just, you know, just take us through that workout and really some of the main feedback you got from that about a month ago.
Oh, pro day was smooth. I did everything at the combine. So the only thing I was focused on was bench. And my goal was 30. I was able to hit 30 reps on bench. And after that, I was like, I can basically hang it up. You know what I'm saying? I did what I needed to do. But, you know, the scouts gave me real good feedback. They liked how I moved. They liked, you know, just how I did everything, how fluid I was, how flexible I was. They said I looked really good and natural in pass coverage as well. So I got a lot of great feedback, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, somebody wants to pay me now.
And then too, you know, just getting to know you over these past couple of years, man. You know, I've been able to learn you're a man of many interests. You know, I see you skateboarding around sometimes, and, you know, just take us through, you know, Jeff Gunter off the field.
Off the field, I'm really just a chill, quiet guy. I love, one of my three main loves are music, you know, skateboard, and I do cook a little bit on the side, you know what I'm saying? I got a mean little pasta recipe that if you want to try it, I can get it out for you. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, football has never been my entire life. It's something that I love to do, and it's something that I want to do for as long as I can, but football never makes me up as a whole. And me just having these interests like skateboarding, like anime, like, you know what I'm saying, things I just mentioned, I think that's what people need to, you know, recognize more than my accomplishments on the field. I'm a whole person off of it, and that's what I pride myself on.
And you mentioned the cooking too, man. I got to know, in addition to the pasta, you know, what else you be whipping up?
I can hit you with a little steak now, a little steak, a little something like that. But you got to come to the kitchen sometime. I'll whip you up something.
Hey, I'll take you up on that, man. Yeah. And just, you know, obviously, you know, if you weren't playing football, you know, this is something that I feel like a lot of people want to know. You mentioned your interest in everything, and you say it doesn't really define you. You know, if you weren't playing, you know, what would you ultimately want to get into?
When I came into college, I wanted to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, he's in Marines. He was studying to be a lawyer and take the LSAT at one point, and he used to give me his books. And I fell in love with it immediately as soon as I started reading. So I think if I wasn't playing ball, if I wasn't 94, I'd be a lawyer, you know what I mean? And
then too, you know, you got to sell yourself, man. You know, what can NFL teams get, you know, when they draft Jeffrey Gunter?
I think if you're getting me in a draft pick, I think you're getting a ball of energy, somebody that's going to bring it every day, relentless effort, and just somebody that can do everything on the front seven, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you plug me anywhere on the defense, I'm going to make some type of play, I'm going to make some type of impact. And just that amount of versatility and that amount of relentlessness you can't find in a lot of places. I feel like I'm kind of a unicorn and where you can plug me in and play anywhere. So I'm just thankful for whoever takes me, and I'm going to give them everything I got.
Jeffrey Gunter, a force to be reckoned with, 2022 NFL Draft prospect. Jeff, appreciate your time.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for having me.